Huntsville wakes up to Brian and Tracy.
And Dasha with Austin right there on the Wake Up Morning Show. Good morning to you. Okay, lots of things happening this week. My goodness, it is going to be so busy. We have a coaches show at 7 o'clock tonight. Carlos and Brian Adams will be back behind the table as we prepare for the Nederland game coming up this Friday. So be sure you join us at Chick-fil-A tonight. 7 o'clock is when the live broadcast on KSAM begins. We'll also have it streaming live on our KSAM YouTube channel. But, of course, it's always much better to just grab the family, come get you some good old Chick-fil-A chicken and enjoy it from the live studio audience there in the dining room. It'll be a lot of fun tonight. Also coming up later this week, I'm taking the KSAM Road Show out to Husky Trailers on Thursday from 11 to 1. It's part of their Customer Appreciation Day celebration. So, like I said, it's going to be a very busy week. And, of course, this weekend, time change.
Yay!
Yay!
I get to sleep in on Sunday.
Dan and Shay, bigger houses on 101.7 KSAM. I'm Carlos Zimmerman. Glad to have you with me here on the Midday Show. Your Southeast Texas weather forecast coming up. Cole Swindell, Morgan Wallen on deck for you guys. And here's this. You know, some people can fold the t-shirt perfectly in 1 second without even thinking about it. And others fold it, undo it, and refold it, undo it, and refold it, and it still comes undone before it gets into the drawer. Now, people on social media are listing the things that are so simple to do, yet somehow they're so horrible at them. Here are some of the highlights. Let's see if you relate to some of these. Number 10 on the list was hula hooping. Number 9, applying eyeshadow. I can't relate to that. Number 8, doing anything while someone is watching. Absolutely. Something people struggle with that's so simple, sleeping. Number 6, whistling. Yeah, it's not the best. Number 5, perceiving time. That's pretty deep. Number 4, parallel parking. It's not always simple depending on the space you have, and I still don't get why it's required in driving tests, but I get it. Number 3, speaking of driving, following driving directions or giving directions or having a sense of cardinal directions or even telling left from right. Number 2, wrapping gifts. Oh my goodness. You need me to wrap a gift for you? No, someone else needs to do it. It's not going to happen for me. And the number one thing that people on social media are saying that is so simple, but everyone's horrible at it, or they're horrible at it, estimating on how much pasta to cook. Oh yeah, I get it. You overload it, ain't going to cook. You underdo it. It's going to cook quick, but you're not going to have enough pasta. So, yeah. Goodness gracious. Kevin Sharp, Nobody Knows on 101.7 KSAM, your hometown radio station. I'm Carlos Zimmerman. Glad to have you with me on this Tuesday. Your weather forecast coming up. Tracy Bird and Brooks and Dunn around the corner for you as well. Here's a food story for you. If you haven't had a bowl of soup yet this month, apparently you're doing it wrong. According to Google, soup season is officially upon us. Soup-related Google searches always spike in October, so they posted a bunch of soup-centric stats. Soup versus stew versus chowder has been a breakout search this month. The main difference is, of course, consistency. Stews and chowders tend to be a bit chunkier. Soup searches are up nationwide this month, but the state that's been Googling the most is Vermont. And the top trending soups we're Googling are roasted butternut squash soup, acorn squash soup, and pumpkin soup. But now here's where it gets fun. The top search is blank, a soup question we've been Googling is cereal. Is cereal a soup? No, it's not. I'm telling you that right now. Over 20,000 people took a BuzzFeed poll last year, and 1 in 8 people said yes. 12% think cereal is soup. The other 88% shut up. That's stupid. I agree. Here are the rest of the top 5 is blank a soup questions. Number 2 is chili a soup. Some people say it's a stew. Other thinks it's its own type of food altogether, and I'm willing to bet that's the case. I had a lot of chili over the weekend. Don't ask me why. Number 3 is menudo a soup. Yes, it's a traditional Mexican soup made with tripe or cow's stomach. Number 4 is gumbo a soup. Some say yes. A hearty soup. Some say stew. I think it's soup. And is ramen a soup? If you leave the broth in, most people say yes. You know, as someone who had a lot of ramen during the pandemic, yeah, it is. That's why I'm here today. And why my cholesterol's so high.
Dash Show with Austin on your hometown radio station. 101.7 KSAM. Good afternoon. I'm Big Len. Your forecast is coming right up. So it is National Candy Corn Day for people who love candy corn with every fiber of their being. This day is an exciting lead up to Halloween when candy corn will be abundant. Yeah, for everybody else, it's Wednesday. Wednesday with the highest likelihood of you having to deal with candy corn enthusiasts and reject their wretched ways. You know, believe it or not, 35 million pounds of candy corn are consumed worldwide. So that means it's not just a flash in the pan or a drop in the bucket or what have you. So that's about 9 billion pieces. And of course, there are all kinds of different ways to eat candy corn. Now, seriously, I like candy corn. What I like to do with it, though, is put it in some nuts like peanuts and cashews or what have you, and turn it into kind of like a trail mix, but with candy corn. Try it. It's really good.